Alrighty, we are live for the Florida Panthers in Toronto against the Maple Leafs. I'm expecting quite a boxing match to go with the side of my hockey game. Um, I know Florida, yeah, I do have Washington and Carolina second screen, so I'll be keeping an eye on that game as well. That was a 4 o'clock game, so we got a little bit of something to watch before they drop the puck in Toronto. Right now, there's 9 and a quarter left in the first, and Carolina is up 2-0. Just scored on a power play goal, and I didn't get to hear it. I was a little confused as to why Carolina didn't get called for a goalie interference. Guy tried to go behind, Thompson was in the crest, tries to back up towards the net, and the guy's trying to cut between him and the net, and he just crashes out Thompson and the goal. So I don't understand why that wasn't an interference to make it 4-4, but it wasn't. So Washington gonna keep an eye on them a little more just to see if Ovechkin, if he starts, never know when he's gonna drop a hat trick and just really start adding to that record. So that's gonna be a fun one to watch for a while. All right. So coming into the game, the Maple Leafs beat the Ducks in Anaheim 3-2, the Kings in LA 3-1, lost to the Sharks in a shootout 6-5. That I don't remember seeing. That's nuts. Beat the Flyers 7-2, lost to the Predators 5-2, beat the Rangers 4-3, beat the Avalanche 2-1, beat the Flames 6-2, lost to the Senators 4-2, lost to the Panthers 3-2. So the last time these guys played, Florida won it in Toronto. So with Florida, they they lost to the Canadiens in overtime yesterday. So Panthers are going to be coming in a little tired. And then, I didn't realize they basically played back to back. They played in Florida and then played in Montreal. So, and they lost in overtime. Panthers lost in overtime Montreal, and they lost 4-2 in Florida. So that's rough. But they beat Utah 2-1 in Florida, beat the Pens 4-3 at home, lost to the Caps 6-3 in Washington, beat Columbus in overtime 1-0 in Columbus. Lost to the Islanders in New York 4-2, lost to the Canadiens 3-1. Said beat the Leafs 3-2, lost to the Bruins. Whew, I don't know what to expect because Florida's not really doing fantastic, but they beat the Leafs last time at home. So, they beat Toronto in Toronto. So, a little bit curious about this one. Oh, quick update. Nyquist scores for Minnesota. The Wild take a 1-0 lead over the Rangers in New York. 9:42 to go in the first. And we are currently sitting at 7.5 to go in the first in Carolina. Hurricanes up 2-0 on the Capitals. So we are waiting for puck drop in Toronto. And then later tonight, the Avalanche and the Blackhawks in Chicago. And Seattle, Vancouver in Vancouver. Now that game might be kind of interesting. Like the Avalanche should stop Chicago, but that don't mean anything anymore. Everybody's playing out of their minds. But I'd kind of be interested in the Seattle Vancouver game. It's the Caps Hurricanes game is pretty good too, but there's something about Florida, Toronto playing each other. It's always a brawl. And it's been a while since I've stayed around and hung out for There's that a fight that occasionally, or is that a boxing match where a hockey game occasionally breaks out? But I say it all the time. Toronto and either Florida or Tampa. Florida and Tampa playing Boston and Florida, Boston and Tampa. Hell, Boston, Toronto. Those are just games where you got Edmonton and a lot of different teams. Against the Knights, it was surprisingly clean. I mean, there were a lot. I'm sorry, the Oilers don't have one penalty a game. And there were definitely a few things I got missed, but it was definitely a lot cleaner than I expected it to be against Edmonton. Ooh, we might have a delay a game on Washington. Yep, he's not even arguing. He's going right to the box. Delay of game, Washington. This might go bad. Try to put it off the glass just outside the low corner, just up the wall on the low corner. Dude, Carolina is hitting. Wilson got his ass kicked. Dubois got wrecked. Shots are 9-3 Carolina, 6:55 to go in the first at the start of a Carolina power play. They already have at least one goal on the power play. Oh, I spoiled it. I'm way behind in this game. Okay, so now they have two power play goals. It was Jarvis that got it. Let's see it. Oh, right off the low dot. Yep. Beats Thompson glove side. LT struggling right now, man. I mean, I didn't see the first goal. The second goal was not his fault. He made a bunch of great saves, and his defense gave him no help. And on that one, he got. I mean, it's a power play, so what can you do? But that's true, actually. Now that I totally forgot that the goal I saw was a power play, so that explains a lot more as to why he got no help. But dude, high glove side on LT. That's how Dallas beat him last year in the playoffs. He struggles right here. And like most goalies do, especially like blocker side is even wilder, but they have a little more confidence in standing up for those. Kind of getting a shoulder into it, but right past the ears is tough, and LT's weak spot is high glove side. So 3-0 lead for Carolina at home over the Capitals. Color me shocked. Dude, it is still nuts seeing Brad Marchand in a Florida jersey. Like, it's weird to see him in a jersey that's not Boston. Oh, wait. We're going to see if we get a chant.
Through the night.
Okay. I realized that they were in Canada like right as I went to unmute it for the night chant because in Florida they give a night shout that is ridiculous. Like it's damn near like being in the fortress. But man, I watch a lot of hockey. I see a lot of anthems. They never show the Golden Knights at home. It is so they may have done it. They may have shown it twice this year, but it is having been in the arena when they shout Knights. It's I mean sitting at home and hearing it gives me chills. Like you're just kind of taken into that moment. And I said for preseason, I think it was the first preseason game, or it was the first home preseason game. And my dad and I were able. He kind of surprised me with fifth row tickets, and we're usually up top. And man, but we were down low, and that was even crazier than what I was used to. Because up top, it's nuts, but when everybody is shouting down toward, like at you, like at the ice, it's another level, man. It's so cool. Like it's a bummer because Golden Knights game have basically become the new strip show. Like it's the new Cirque du Soleil. And that sucks because it's they raised the prices. All the season ticket buyers are resellers and you get a decent home crowd, but it's not like it used to be where it was the priority was locals. But it is still cool to go to a game. They got the dragon up on the castle now. The sound that they I don't know what to call it, but the sound they use as they're lowering the helmet is oof. That's another one. Like that's if I could just have that sound blasting in my ears while I'm at the gym, new level of gains. All right, Florida dumps it in. Stolars is in the net for Toronto, who I probably will call Tampa a lot. So buckle up and hopefully I don't do it too much. Ooh, nice little shove. I'm gonna assume it's Bobrovsky in goal for Florida. I'm not even gonna look. Is 15 Lindell? All right, Florida behind their own net. That's Bennett coming out. Up the low side, Schmitty puts a shot on goal. Lars stops it pretty easily. Goes back around the net. And Schmitty missed on the follow up. Love seeing the 88 flying up and down the ice. Man, I miss Nate Schmidt. Hey, what's up, Mercs? I'm doing well, buddy. How you doing? It's like I had a second thought about if I picked the right game, seeing that Washington and Carolina was on, and then Carolina went up 3-0, and it was like, oh yeah, no, this I made a good decision here. So yeah, it's been a nice kind of chilly, gloomy, cloudy, perfect day. Leafs in their own zone, just going back and forth behind the net. A tired, long day at work. I don't know, icing. I was expecting that. Ah, man, it's good that you're back, though. Get a kick up your feet. It's like be home with the family. Makes the long days worth it. Up around the wall. Jones throws it down, misses everybody. Leafs are doing some bullying, but Florida's like, all right, bro, let's fight then. Like, let's go at it. So they are hitting right back. To be out here, I enjoy watching those. Oh, I appreciate that, man. That makes me feel good. Makes it a lot more worth it to keep coming on and watching games, you know? It's like, had a little bit of disinterest the last couple of days, and then, what up, D? And then a bunch of games that look good started popping up, and it's like, oh, we can definitely watch some of these. Oh, he's mad. Let's see. I'm already behind on here. We can see what the trip was. Oh, I see why he's mad. Washington on a power play, they do not deserve. Holy cow. The guy tried to stop up close to the wall, and he kind of sat back. Oh, LT actually makes a save. If the guy elevated the puck, that would have been a shorthander for the Hurricanes to go up 4-0. But man, LT got beat and somehow still made the save. But yeah, that's a garbage penalty called on Carolina. Back down. Florida does not get it cleared. Up the high wall, high corner. Swing it back around. Not clear. Danger zone. Somehow that, I don't know if he didn't get a shot off or if that just didn't go in, but you got a big save right there. Just out of the zone. Okay, I gotta look because I don't remember Bob's number. Okay, it is Bob Roski. I figured. Ooh, update. I totally missed this. Minnesota Wild 2-1 over the Rangers. Just recently, about 3 minutes, probably about 6 minutes of game time ago, the Wild were up 1-0, and pretty quickly it became a 2-1 game. Have to go so far in the. Hey, right on, man. No worries, dude. Life first, always. It's like, you know right where I'll be, buddy. Florida slings it around. It ends up going on net to Stolarz. He tries to swipe it away. I don't know what it bounced off of, but he almost five-holed himself. There really is, just a lot of potential for an NHL out of context. The more I think about stuff. Big save, Bob Roski. Taking a quick look up, we're at 50 seconds to go in Carolina. 30 seconds on the power play for Washington. Carolina clears it out. Oh, back down. Florida just came and swooped it off of Stolar's stick as he was waiting to try and play it off the wall. Oh, something just happened up in Carolina. When you see Bobo makes a mistake, but his defense there to bail him out on a bad pass. Referee just gets in the way. And then Jarvis and old dude just going at it. So we got a 4-on-4. They did end up calling Washington for a penalty. I'm not sure what the penalty was. Matthews making his way in. Panthers back. Matthews gets there. Leafs throw it towards the net. Goes wide. Schmitty fighting in the corner. Schmitty and who is that? Lusternin, something like that. Him and Schmitty just collided and he ate ice like hard. That was not good. Bad turnover by the Leafs. Trying to feed it across to Marchand. That still doesn't make sense. Who was playing last night? You were streaming late as hell. It was the Golden Knights and the Edmonton Oilers. So since it's we just came back from a road trip and we were on the East Coast, so all our games were at 4. But when we're on the West Coast, most of the games are at 7. So the game didn't start till like puck drop didn't happen till like 10 after 7. And then I stuck around. I don't remember if it was a I remember sticking around to watch somebody play. I don't even remember who it was now. I think I watched the end of a period for the 7:30 game, which was at LA and Winnipeg. Is that the game I stuck around for? Yeah, that was it. Oh, that's right. We watched the Ducks and the Sharks shootout, and then watched the one of the periods. Oh, I'll be right back and get myself a drink. Yo, load up, buddy. Cheers. One of these days, I'll be joining you for one of those. All right, so at the end of the first period, Carolina up 3-0. Shots are 12-5 Hurricanes. Washington just getting smoked. And now they're starting to get emotional and pissy and expects this is when Wilson does the bad things. Like, this is when these guys start really getting dirty, and they've already had a bunch of penalties. So Carolina ain't no bitch. They're going to go back at it, but you're probably going to see a couple of power plays within the first like 6 minutes of the second period. And then depending on just how bad they are is going to determine what the refs do, and you're either going to see it in the third or that'll be the end of it. The judge just sat in Discord bullshitting and watching movies, passed out at the end of one of them. Nice. Yeah, I think when I got done, it was kind of the same thing that's been happening. Like I got done, I saw you were in there. It was like, it was already late. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna bail out. Like, I wish I would have looked sooner because I'd have just sat here and done this, but had push to talk on Discord and just kicked it with you guys. That's for like 2 weeks. I'm going to be streaming all afternoon because once playoff starts, there's like 4 games a day for 2 weeks, and then there's 2 games a day for week and a half, 2 weeks. No, nothing. No extra contact on the board. Okay. Hey. All right, so in the game, I am focusing on now that Carolina and Washington are at intermission. Or real quick, Wild still up over the Rangers 2-1, 20 seconds to go in the first. But back to Toronto. Puck just missed on the way out. Florida all the way back to their zone. 11:20 to go in the first. Shots are 6-3 Toronto. And Bobrovsky doing well. No extremely high threats, but Florida's been making good decisions. Getting bodies in lanes. They're doing a good job crowding the front of the net, but kind of pushing it to one side so it forces a lane, which Bob is just staring right down. Florida bursting in, loses his feet. Who is that? Bennett. Just out of nowhere, loses his feet and goes down, driving the net. He went down about the dot and ended up slamming into the board at one point. All right, so they're in intermission. Hurricanes are coming back with a minute 22 to go on the power play after their intermission. And the other games are 6:30 and 7:30, so we won't even be worrying about those two. Like I said, it's going to be the Avalanche and the Blackhawks. Anything could happen. However, Colorado should just swamp them. And then Seattle and Vancouver should actually be a pretty good game. I may kick back with my feet up and just hang out and watch that one. There's not a whole lot attached to it for me. Like, should be a good game if nothing else. I put my kids to bed about 10 right on. Out with a friend, so I'm in charge. Might leave them come back when kids are in bed. Yeah, no worries, Mercs. Like I said, man, you know I'm happy to have you here, and whenever life kicks in, you take care of that, man. No, I said no worries at all, brother. I appreciate that you're here. So probably going to once this hits intermission, I'll probably take a minute. Either probably scarf down some food real quick, and then come back in. And because I do want to be around for second intermission of this game, because by that time it should be third period of Washington and Carolina, and by then Washington is either going to be like within tying the game or they're going to be really really pissed off, and either way that's going to be fun to watch. Oh, bad turnovers from Florida, bad pass from Bob. Shot from the high point goes well wide off of bodies. High dot. Leafs controlling in the Florida zone. Gonna throw it all the way around the boards from the low point. High corner. Good little back pass right up the blue line. Leafs got it down low all the way up. Good shot by Matthews. Better save by Bobrovsky. Oh, Austin Matthews dancing on the blue line. He is smooth. Big tip. I think he tipped it, but Bob, good position. Just kind of knocks the puck down. Yeah, good shot. Better save. These games are fun. These are what are we? Let me see. Panthers 44-26-4. Maple Leafs 45-25-4. Anything done on Tarkov? No. I said I went to I keep going to Lighthouse. Didn't even boot it up while I was off. Yeah, I went to Lighthouse to do the assessment or whatever, and every time I go there, I see 0 PMCs, and I run into the goons. And so I'm just kind of, it's like I need to get that map done, but I'm just sick of it, man. Like, I just want to hang out, take it easy. And every time I go in, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm about to get nuked. And like, it would be fine just to kind of kill him and be happy, but I don't, they use, like, I'm running to get in position and I hear a gunfight. And then I go and peek, and it's the goons just wiped out two separate PMC squads. It's like, okay. I guess that, okay. And so I'm like, whatever. And then got to do a bunch of street stuff that I don't want to do. I either have to do shooterborn, street stuff, or lighthouse in order to do anything productive, and I'm just over it. Leafs win the face-off, take a shot, and Bob's gonna catch it and freeze it. Yeah, very much so. And like I say, I keep getting stuff where the same stupid task where it's like, okay, turn in this fountain raid ammo. All right, but ammo can ammo isn't found in raid anymore. No matter if you found it in raid or not, like you took that away. So why do you? Why am I getting tasked for something you took away? It's like it doesn't make sense. Wait, you're talking about Tarkov? It's like, oh yeah, so I guess it does make sense because it's the dumbest shit in the world. All right, Leafs out of the zone, and they ice it. A lot of stoppages. 7:51 to go in the first. Shots are 9-4 Toronto. Do have do have the other game of the Washington Carolina game. Going to be looking back and forth to that, but as I'm sitting here, I'm realizing like I definitely should have taken the time to eat. So I'm just gonna throw a very quick bowl together. Florida in the leaf zone, Marchand up the boards. Still doesn't sound right. Like it just doesn't roll off the tongue the way it should. Marchand cutting up the ice, up on the high wall, throws it on net. Stolars with the save. Little battle up high, and the Leafs are heading back the other way. But Forsling just stepped up on him, and that did not go the Leafs' way. A little push. McMahon's a little touchy. Tavares dancing around. Back, all the way across, all the way up. I don't know if it got tipped or not. It did not. Icing Maple Leafs. So, face off right back in the Toronto zone. Let's see where we're at with intermissions. 4:10 to go in the Hurricanes in intermission, and 8:20 to go in the Wild Rangers intermission. Like I said, it'll be good. I'll go slam a quick bowl of food, and then we'll watch some of the Carolina Washington game. Stolar's waiting to cover it up, but as Florida beat the Leafs up the ice, gonna get rid of the icing. He covered up like last seconds. Marchand has 86 points against Toronto. That's actually a little bit wild. Leafs dump it in. Takes a hit right as he does. Florida passing it up. Toronto's able to keep it in. No hand pass. Had some space, some good body positioning to keep that one safe. Florida gets out across the red and deep into the zone. Down the low wall, trying to get it out. Just Leafs bullying, bullying these guys, dude. You are likely to make a good move because they're just trying to run through them. Like the Leafs are just trying to run through Florida. Battle behind Bobrovsky. I think they might have missed a high stick. But Florida breaking out 2-on-2. Lindell has it. Getting it up the wall, and he misses. Misses the pass. Sorry, I don't know either team enough. I only know a handful of their guys, but man, that was close. I can't remember if that's Lindell or Lundell, because I know both exist. Leafs controlling in the Florida zone from the point. I don't know if that made it all the way to Bobrovsky, but the puck drops down. Florida headed back the other way. Oof. No icing. Dude, this is a very intense back and forth. Bennett trying to get up and squeeze one in, and Marchand trying to follow it up, but Stolarz doing a good job to stay strong. Bennett didn't get much on his, but Marchand was like right there ready to go. Nope. Stolarz is going to get another cover up as it takes a hard bounce off the wall. Oh, it did. It ended up, that was Leafs threw it from the point. Matthews got a stick on it. It deflected straight down, hit the ice, and then bounced into the pad. The pad of Stolarz. So that was, whew. And then headed back the other way. Like I said, Bennett didn't get much on his little opportunity. Good pressure from the Leafs. So came up into the elbow, bounced out, and then Marchand with the follow up. But Stolarz stayed strong. I don't know how he's been doing all season, but every time, maybe not every time, like 94% of the time that I've watched him, he has been like really good. Keeping an eye out for puck drop on the Washington Carolina game. It's like, man, you know what? I'm not much of a beef stew guy, but that's what's made, and I could smell it, and it actually smells really good, and the rice is made, and oof. I'm kind of in this game needs to hurry up and get the first intermission. All right, 4:08 to go in the first. Sorry, I just realized I was kind of spacing out, living in my own head. I'm just thinking about that food. At least get it clear. And we got a penalty for interference on Florida. See, are they calling that challenge at the blue line? They've got to be, right? I mean, he's not fighting it, which I give him credit. There are times to argue penalties, and there are not. So let's see. Oh, yeah, no. Can't do that. Basically, puck going up the board, it gets past him, and instead of turning and trying to race for the puck, he just took a step wide out into the Leafs path. And, I mean, Can't do that. He made no play on the puck, all on the body to literally interfere with him. Holy shit, Washington put Lindgren in. LT, baby, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. See, and LT, let's see. I'm watching this game, but dude, that was a great stop on the breakaway backhand chance. I am so surprised because, like I said, he got beat on that third goal, but the second goal that was scored, wow. Bobrovsky misplayed the puck again and almost gave the Leafs an opportunity. But LT was not responsible for that second goal. Dude just got dumped into the corner. I could have half expecting a cross check to come back. Oh, Bob is moving quick. There's opportunities happen, but puck's taking long enough to land that Bob's getting post to post. Florida gets it temporarily cleared. 30 seconds. Nylander tosses it back. 50 seconds to go in the Carolina power play now that we've dropped the puck up there. Florida's going to get it out and get it clear. Carolina looking. Big shot. And it was tipped and went out of play. I knew I was going to call him Tampa. Toronto gets it out of the zone. We were back to full strength. That's 6 guys. There's no, that's 6 guys. They got lucky. Or the refereeing is bullshit, which I think they've missed a couple high sticks. They're going to call that one. Forsling got a little flick to the sack. Yeah, Tanev smacked Marchand with the stick. He pretty much knew it right away. So now, as Florida gets out of the penalty kill situation, they are now on the power play. 11th ranked power play to Toronto's 16th ranked penalty kill. And Washington likewise got out of the penalty kill that started the second period. Curious to see. Lindgren maybe Lindgren does it. And he tightens up. I don't see this team beating Thompson and losing to Lindgren. Ovechkin just got put down. I'm not sure if it was clean or not. Let's find out. Florida is set up in the Leafs zone. Low point. Oh, Ovechkin just kind of spun himself around and went down hard into like the corner of the board. 30 seconds to go in the first. Minute left on the power play. We'll end up coming back with about 42 seconds. Sorry, 32 seconds on the power play to start the second if Florida doesn't score in the next 15 seconds. Five seconds. Lindell trying through a backhand and it goes wide. Hell of an effort right there. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so we are in the second period of Florida-Toronto. Shots are 12-7 Toronto, no score. 32 seconds on the power play for the Panthers when we come back. Now we have 17 and a half to go in the second in Carolina for Hurricanes Capitals. Hurricanes winning 3-0. Again, I'm going to try and grab some food real quick and run back so we can watch that game. Then we've got Wild beating the Rangers 2-1 with 19 to go in the second. So that one's just kicking off. So far so good. Pretty decent game. Like they're pretty evenly matched on all sides, on special teams. Both goalies are, when they play well, they play extremely well. A lot of contact. Leafs are hitting, but so is Florida. Um, yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good hockey going on right now. So I'm gonna, like I said, go smash some food. We'll be back in a few minutes. Catch some of the Washington Carolina game and get ready for the second period in Toronto. See you in a couple minutes. I'm coming. That timing did not quite. No. Yeah, that timing did not quite work out the way I had intended it. So, little bit late. It is now 4-0 Carolina with 6 minutes to go in the second. Shots are 17-11 Hurricanes. And we have 30 seconds to go as the puck drops on the Florida power play. Shots are 11-7 Toronto as we start off this second period. Florida back behind their net. Got time for one rush. Dumps it deep. Bennett racing up the low boards. Puck gets to Marchand. Florida has a moment of control. And it's going to be swatted by hand up to the point. Marchand on the low dot shoots. And it's saved, kicked out to the high wall, and we are back to full strength. Florida still controlling. Gets the shot, hits a skate out front. Looks like it hit Marchand out front and goes wide. Forsling. Bennett trying to, gets tripped as he wraps around the back of the net. That should be another power play Florida, but I don't see the delay penalty popping up. Bennett. Oh. Who is that Forsling, number 42? It is. Low dot, expected the shot, even caught me off guard. Threw it back to the point, and Forsling sends it home. Florida up 1-0. Yeah, I was expecting the one-time shot from the low dot. And Forsling, he tipped it back towards the point, and Forsling just, that was Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Forsling goes right past the left ear of Stellars. I said it when Thompson got beat, glove side, right past the ear. That is a hard shot to stop. Damn, Toronto just kind of taking it easy on the wall. Florida just, I don't know who that was, but he skated right up between them. Leafs momentary, yep, in the Florida zone, controlling behind the net. Trying to get up the low wall. Just trying to get the pass to the dot. Total misconnection. Tampa, I keep doing it now. Toronto resetting from their own zone. Florida getting it back behind their net. Turnover. Toronto. It looked like he was firing a shot, but at the same time, it looked like a pass because he was 4 feet wide. And that one just burns the top of the head of Bobrovsky and goes over the net. Toronto with a couple of shots, not getting there, not connecting on net, but firing some pucks at the general direction, we will say. As he goes, who was that, Domi? As he goes down, just swinging hard on the puck, but misses the net. It is Lindell, not Lundell. I couldn't remember, but I thought that's what it was. Leafs resent it up to the red, into Florida's zone, up the low wall, one-handed by Jones all the way through, and gets a centering pass that does not connect. Toronto's starting to play a little harder now that they're done 1-0. Oh, Wilson should have just gotten a cross-check penalty on Kokoniemi. I always butcher his name, so. They're not going to get the penalty, though. Toronto resetting behind their net, headed up the ice. It's tipped deep. Battle below the net. And out of the zone. Well, it ended up being offsides. I thought he kept it on the blue line, but it was definitely out. All right, as they're setting up, looking back up at Washington, controlling in the Carolina zone. Moving around, high dot. and a good save. Big connection in the low corner. That was a hate-filled attack, and I love it, dude. I'm here for it. The Carolina Washington game is going to turn into what I thought this Toronto Florida game would be. Just because Washington can't control their emotions when they're losing. Dude, Florida is just getting up the ice fast. Uh-oh, here we go. Leafs. Nylander throws it right into Bobrovsky. Made the save easy on him, but good save, Bob. Domi coming in, throwing bodies. Anderson. Okay, I was thinking it was Kachekov in that, but it's Anderson in that for Carolina doing really well right now. Here we go. Domi trying to cut across. Shoots. Bobrovsky with the big save. Maple Leafs are doing a great job hitting Bob right in the center of the crest. And don't get me wrong, he's doing good. He's great positioning. But Toronto is really making it look easy. Or they're helping it. They're helping make it look easy. We'll say it that way. Yeah, we're gonna start seeing some crazy penalties in the Caps Canes game. I guarantee it. We're having a little bit of a tennis match in Toronto. A lot of back and forth, not a whole lot of setting up. One and dones, and that's about it. All right, Florida into the Leafs zone, but a misconnection at the blue line. Ooh, just smart play. Avoided too many men on the ice. That's the second time Florida. I mean, the first time they should have gotten called, but they got like, that was a good decision that time. Dude, pucks are flying way over the net. They want to go high on Stellars, which is good decision making from Florida. But just got to get it a little more on net. This has been a hell of a series. Cause I mean, I don't even remember the last stoppage. I think it was the offsides. Stretch pass goes right to a white jersey. Dumps it in deep. Bennett in chasing it. Marchand Bennett fighting. Marchand almost gets it across. Good defensive play. But they fumble trying to make a decision as to who's going to play the puck. Toronto Maple Leafs just mentally collapsing in really high pressure moments right now. Decision making has not been fantastic. And Toronto's able to get it clear. Ekman Larson on the ice for almost 2 minutes. High corner up to the high point. Throwing it down low. Misses everybody. Puck comes out. Toronto controls. Still going on this fantastic series. This is a lot more like the hockey I expected to see. I would expect Florida to be a little bit more on point. And, yep, I thought they got it across, but they did not. So, offsides on the Maple Leafs. Faceoff comes out to neutral. Nylander did a good job getting in, good job turning and shooting. It was just Bobrovsky was in the right place. And then right there, Domi put it literally in the dead center of his crest. It's hard to make hard to get a puck in the net when you try and go through the goalie instead of around him. It's kind of brutal. In Carolina, the camera went to a guy who could not look more disinterested in the game. Like, I don't think that's, I mean, shout out to that guy. but rough look. I just realized how dark it's getting in here. Oh. We just had huge contact, and it looks like we're getting a penalty on Washington, possibly. Minute 33 to go in the second, and Hall is getting him, peeling himself up off the ice. Nope, that's going to be a penalty on Hall, 100%. He straight up hooked his arm. I don't know what the hell he was thinking there. He went to put the pressure on, and when he started falling, he did kind of the instinctual thing. Like, oh shit, save me. And you don't do that by grabbing onto another player. So minute 33 to go. Let's see if Ovechkin can get a power play goal. See if Washington can get through a penalty without making it a 4-on-4. All right, and we're back to the face-off in neutral zone in Toronto. 12:28 to go in the second. Shots are 13-11 Toronto. Schmitty up the ice, but turns it over. Toronto immediately turns it over. Florida into the Toronto zone. Loses the puck as he hits the blue line. Big hit. Number 12. Let me introduce myself to you, sir. Who is that? I can't see the name. I want to know his name. As I could look at the roster. Dude, come on. Godchevich. Okay. I wish I wouldn't have. I should have just stuck with number 12. Toronto wins a race. That borderline hooking right there. Battle below Bobrovsky. Leafs coming around with it. Domi tries to get it out to the center. Florida able to get out of the zone. Takes a hit as he does. Boquist trying to get it down. Just a little too far. However, Florida gets it in the low corner. Boquist looking. Throws it at the net, and Stellar shuts him down. Puck headed up the high board. Toronto gets it out, and everybody's going to go for a change. Ekman Larson behind Stellars, looking for a read. Oh, Washington's on a 2-man advantage. How did that happen? Good Lord. Dude, you take your eyes away for 2 seconds, all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. Florida gets 2 shots on Stellars, and there it is. I told you. Let's see if Ovechkin gets his power play. And sure enough, when it's 5-on-3, Ovechkin gets a power play goal. It is what he does. Toronto is having very, very difficult puck control. Or very big puck control issues. The Ovechkin right at the top of the dot to the right side of the goalie. You know exactly where he's going to be, and nobody can stop him. Alex Ovechkin, 3 goals to go to the record. It will happen this season, and we will be watching Capitals games, even though I hate the Washington Capitals. Except for Logan Thompson, we will absolutely be watching. How's that not a penalty? That makes sense. Halfway through the game, shots are 14-13 Florida. Panthers leading 1-0 over the Maple Leafs. But Toronto comes in making moves, and Bobrovsky's there to shut him down. If If Toronto ever sets up for more than one shot, they may have a chance, but these one and dones are just, it's a joke to Bobo. All right, end of the second period in Carolina. I'm not sure. I'll look in a second to see if they're coming back with power play minutes. Yeah, so Ovi needs 3 to tie. Four to break the record. You know what? Hell, drop a hat trick comeback. Drop a 4-goal comeback. Damn, Toronto. As I'm trying to make a joke, Toronto just goes right into the Florida zone and puts one away. 8:29 to go in the second. Shots are 15. Score 1-1. Let's see. Yeah, they come hard up the ice, win the battle along the wall. He lost. Everybody lost track of Tavares. That was a great pass. It's like a half shot. He loaded up to shoot, saw Tavares coming, and made a perfect pass. That was very impressive. That is the best the Leafs have looked all. I mean, obviously it led to their goal, but the movement through neutral all the way into the zone was like all the way to the net was by far the best it's been. Dude, I looked up and I'm seeing a Panera Bread commercial and it's just for these sandwiches on some kind of rolls. I'm guessing like garlic something and cheese something. And it just reminded me at Smith's like a week and a half ago found it was plain bagels but covered in cheddar and jalapeno. And yeah, I've been making everything with went and got some jalapenos, went and got some cheddar cheese. And now I'm even doing my usual meals with a little bit of that. I am officially hooked. Yeah, those sandwiches actually look pretty good. I know they look nothing like that, but they look pretty good. All right. So now that that game's in intermission, let's see if there is itch. All right. So wow. So Wild in New York against the Rangers. First period ended 2-1 with the Wild leading. It is now 4-3 Rangers leading. So that was a 3-1 second period in the other direction. Dude, Alex Ovechkin from the same spot with the same shot that he's used for the last 20 years gets the one goal, and they do have a minute and 4 seconds on the power play when Washington does when they come back. So we may see that break the record number drop to 3. Currently, he needs 3 to tie. He is at 891. Damn, dude. Tavares has 9 goals, 14 points in the last 8 games. Think he's on a streak? He either just got re signed or he's really trying to be. Florida with a quick shot. Hits bodies out front. Low. Another quick shot. Puck is just getting caught in people and flying all over the place. Nobody knows where it's at. weak try to get the puck around the boards, and the Leafs are going to be out of the zone. Florida gets it right back into the zone. Like I said, a lot for both teams. The neutral zone transition is rough. Florida's had a little bit more success. The Leafs are really struggling with it. Wow, what a save, Stolarz. There were two guys that decided to play the pass as homeboy went skating right up the center of the ice. Who is that? Dude, why is it that every time I want to know who a player is, they have a ridiculous name? Samoskovich. It hits the post. Stolarz was beat. He did a hell of a job, but Stolarz was beat if Samoskovich didn't put it right on the post. And puck out of play. I'm trying to prepare myself for some of these names. There's no way. Oh no. Okay. Like, oh no, the thing that my little USB hub just fell. Kind of yanked on everything. Camera's plugged into it and shit. Alright, that's good enough. Alrighty. I gotta get up and turn on that light. Little battle through neutral. Toronto comes away with it. Trip, I think that was his own guy. Shouldn't be a penalty. Okay, it's not. Marchand throwing it towards the net. It's going to get stopped short. Easy cover for Stolarz. I got to remember that little hub is there. Tell you what, let me turn on my light real quick. Oof. Oh, they're showing all the love to Ovechkin, which should expect. That's going to be happening a lot. But the man's earned it. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm really not a fan of Ovechkin, but gotta respect what he's been able to do. I mean, he's had a career that's lasted longer than most golfers, so he's definitely earned it. Florida gets it into neutral and an immediate turnover. Again, this period has been defined by neutral zone turnovers on each side. Greer just right up the ice and then gets walloped when he gets behind the net. I was about to make a joke about how Toronto just let him skate right in, but he paid for it. Ooh, bad pass ends up being good. Quick shot. Good save, Stolarz. Another quick shot from the low point by Forsling. Almost finds his way in for the second one, but Stolarz makes the save. Shot from the high dot. Puck flying around everywhere. Bodies flying around. Another shot from Forsling. Stopped out high, and Maple Leafs are able to get it out and get it all the way into the Florida zone. Probably should have been a hand pass, but maybe he did touch it. Bennett. Oh, Nyquist Bennett. Dude, what a set of passes right there by these three. Another shot gets saved. Who's 27? That's Lusterinen and Lusterinen. But him, Bennett, and Nyquist all. Not Nyquist. Who did I say? Yeah. No. Who did I say? Anyway, Forsling. It was Forsling, Bennett, and Lusterinen. I am bad with names, and hockey names are like fucking damn near rude. So I apologize for my lack of culture. But I just can't do it with some of these names. We still got them on intermission, and this other game doesn't start till 6:30. Again, if anybody's interested, Avalanche and the Blackhawks at 6:30. I could see being interested if you're an Avalanche fan, but this should be all sorts of an ass whooping in the way of Chicago. But hey, you never know. You know what? Truly never know. So we'll see. But if I had a choice, I'm going to do exactly what I'm doing, which is hanging out for this game. We'll take a break in a couple minutes here when it goes to intermission. Cruise on back. Watch the end of Washington, Carolina, because as much as I love Logan Thompson, and I'm really sad that he got pulled out after the first period, is what it is. Don't have, now that he's out, it's a little easier to celebrate the Capitals getting shit on. So hopefully that continues, but you never know. We may see a wild third period. But the game of the night after this one is going to be Seattle Kraken and the Vancouver Canucks. In Vancouver. I said this, to me, this was always game of the day. Now, Carolina and Washington were second, number 2, but then Carolina just started shitting on Washington. It was like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm glad. I guess I did choose the right game. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Shots are 21-16 Florida. Score 1-1 as Toronto breaks back into the zone after Florida just went up the ice and had a great chance. But again, Stolarz has been doing fantastic. He did get away with one out of position because what's his name put it right on the Gustafsson or whatever his name is, number 25, put it on the outside of the post. All right, we either got a high stick or something like that. 2:33 to go in the second. Face off in neutral. Bobrovsky has a 181 goals allowed since February 1st. Went 2 months with a 181. Leads the NHL in that time. Dude is a good goal. See, I don't know. Everybody went to the same artist, I guess. And my problem is a lot of the art for the goalies' helmets looks great. But a lot of the coloring, it looks like somebody drawing on marker or on paper with like basic magic markers. The color is, maybe they're going for an effect that I just don't understand, but I'm not a big fan of a lot of the paint jobs. Bob's helmet is a good example, and then like Aiden Hill has one that's a good example. Stellaris is just walled up, man. Florida going right back the other way. Jones leading the rush, getting it deep. Here's Verhage to challenge. Leafs are going to come right on out of the zone. Toronto gets it deep. Florida right back out. The tennis match continues. A little battle down low, but Nosek tries to wrap around. Who is that? A lot of contact happening. This is getting kind of nasty. Greer. Number 10 is Greer. Okay. Like, besides Stellars, nobody's really doing anything exciting for the Maple Leafs. However, on Florida's side, it's getting a little more exciting. A lot of hits that they're not catching full screen. Big shot up over the net. Battle in the high corner. Florida gets it. And it's out of the zone. Shame. Stellar sets it up behind the net. Toronto heading out. Florida's looking to hit people. And I'm for it. Bobo plays it up the low wall. Lustrinen turns it over. Gets it right back. Lustrinen right up the ice. Lindell throws it on net. Stellaris fights it off with the pad. Or with the blocker. Dude, Lustrinen needs to stop doing well so I don't have to say his name anymore. Mikkola trying to shoot from the low point. Gets stopped way out front. Throws it down. Out to the middle. Oh, how do you not take that shot? How is that not interference? But how do you not take that shot? Reinhardt gets wide open at the top of the dots, dead center, and he elects for a pass. I don't get it, fellers. I do not get it, but we are at the end of the second period. Tie ball game, 1-1. Shots are 24-16 Panthers. A lot of domination from Florida. Damn it. I keep doing it. Toronto is very much in a one and done situation. Like, they are not getting multiple chances. And that's costing them a little bit because if they could just get a little set up and buy a little bit of time. But Bobo's just playing out of his mind. So, again, like I said, Leafs are making it look pretty easy on him. Most of the shots have been right at his crest. Now, that good tip, Tavares tipping it in, that was just a great read to get the puck to the front of the net. We are back. 50 seconds to go in Carolina on the Washington power play. Real quick, Minnesota and the Rangers are getting ready to start up again in Avalanche, Chicago at 6:30. Real quick, just want to make it known, tomorrow, Winnipeg Jets at the Golden Knights at T-Mobile, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Be here for that game. Those are the games that matter. Now, we also have the Lightning against the Senators, the Avalanche against the Blue Jackets. Keep in mind, Avalanche are coming off a second game of a back-to-back. Pens Blues, Preds Stars, Kings Utah, Ducks Flames, Oilers Sharks. So, possibly the Lightning and the Senators. I feel like that could be an interesting game. Might just pop on, like, we'll be on. Yeah, don't know. Kind of want to watch that game, but definitely want to watch the Knights game. So we'll kind of see how tomorrow plays out. All right, back to full strength. And Carolina's going to dump it in, and I am going to take a moment. Ooh, quick shot on Lindgren. Puck's found its way to the front of the net. All right, going to take a few minutes. Going to go ahead and switch over, and we will be back in a couple. I just want to run outside, burn one, and we'll be good to go. So, see you guys in a couple minutes. Timer's on. Let's see. Leave that up because right now we are watching. Still on intermission. We come back to Carolina, and the Hurricanes are up 5-1. Hurricanes leading the shots 21-18. 12 minutes to go in the third. But I was not expecting this. However, the Hurricanes beat Thompson for 3 in the first and beat Lindgren for 1 in the second and third. 1 each in the second and third. Carolina controlling in the zone. This stream is extremely blurry. High point towards the net, and that thing goes way up out of play. Carolina opening a can of whoop ass. It may be time to flip over to the Rangers game. The Wild and the Rangers. It is time to flip over to the Wild and the Rangers as they are tied 4-4 with Minnesota. Minute 43 to go on a power play. Let's bring up that game. Boom. That's not the one I wanted. All right. So we are definitely giving Carolina the win over Washington at 5-1. And now we are in New York, Minnesota against the Rangers. 4-4 with 10 minutes to go in the game. Minnesota's got a minute left on a power play. Great stick lift after losing the puck. Hard angle shot. I'm not sure why he wouldn't kick that along the boards and try and develop a play, but he made the decision. No, and it was a save. Dancing in the corner. Gets hooked down. Puck comes out to Minnesota, back to a Ranger and right on down the ice. I am not sure why that wasn't a hook. And we got a trip on Minnesota. 16 seconds to go on the power play, and the Rangers with the trip. All right, we're going to throw this back up to the top screen. Okay, it was an interference call, not a tripping. And, I mean, yeah. So now, after a good PK for the Rangers, they have an opportunity to go up. We will have this on the top screen as we go back to Toronto. Expecting a physical third period. It has been a lot nicer than I expected it to be. Florida wins the face-off, mishandles, and gives it right to Toronto. Florida gets it out. Keeping an eye on New York. Controlling. High point. Shoots. Makes the save, and the shot from Zibanejad to follow up ends up wide. All right. Puck out of play in the Florida zone. Rangers controlling. Down low. Up to the midpoint. Shoots. That looked like goaltender interference, but I think he was pointing saying that he got pushed into him. curious to see that again. Yeah, he's saying he pushed him in. I was hoping they show a replay of that, but it doesn't look like they're going to. So Florida, Toronto just let the puck float for a while there. I'm not sure about that one. Oh, yeah, Middleton definitely pushed him into him. Oh, Marchand turns it over right between the dots. Good pressure to prevent a free shot, but Bobrovsky makes the save and a bad turnover right there by Brad Marchand. I mean, okay, Tavares was just shooting up the ice as Marchand made a lazy pass. Face off to the right of Bobrovsky. Ooh, Leafs are going to come away with the puck. Good battle down low. Florida ends up coming away with it after the battle on the wall. Dumping it in deep all the way around. Shot on net. That was a weird camera angle. I don't know why they decided to go there. Puck stayed on the low wall. Shot on Stolarz. Stolarz makes the save. Oh my goodness. 25 seconds left on the power play for New York. And Minnesota trips the dude at the point, Johansson. Miller cuts back across, and Johansson just smacks him with the stick right across the shins. I don't even know what he's arguing about, to be honest. Granted, I'm sure Miller went down pretty easy. All right, little bit of contact happening now. Shots are 24-17 with just about 2 minutes gone in the third period. Taking a look at the New York 5-on-3. High dot. Shoots. Bouncing puck. Minnesota's going to get it clear. Pretty sure Bob just made a good save, but I was looking at, like I said, I'm looking at the 2-man advantage. Dude, Toronto and Florida are throwing bodies now. I love it. Toronto's got the advantage. Shot goes high and wide. Florida finally able to settle the puck and get it out, but not for long. It is right back into their zone. Just gets crunched in the corner. Lindell trying to get it. Battling. Florida finally gets away. New York against Minnesota. Rangers are down to a 5-on-4 for 1 minute. Minnesota into the zone shorthanded and just good pressure. Couldn't get across the ice. So Rangers trying to reset. 30 seconds to go on their power play. Oh, cross check does not get called. Oh, you're going to call all. I mean, granted, those were trips and stuff, but I can't believe that cross check did not get called. Dude, Matthews just dumped Lindell. I'm saying, who is that? He just dumped his ass. Big shot from the point. Bobrovsky makes the glove save. This is going to be a fun third period. Leafs take it right up to the point. Shot comes in. The battle for the front of the net. Is that who's that? Nice. Okay. So I know a lot of the guys. I cannot connect number with names. Just know a handful of them. Cade keeps it in. Not quite. Good stick. For Hagee. Makes a lot of sense. Like I said, I do have the list up so I can try and get a little better. Not that it matters much with Florida. Here we go. Dude. Leafs are great at getting up the ice, but they are just not taking advantage of their odd man opportunities, which is a good. I mean, shout out to Bobrovsky. Leafs controlling in the Florida zone. Good pressure from Bennett. Puck comes up to the high point, all the way down. Bennett's going to take it. Get it up the ice. No icing. Leafs resetting from their zone. Storming up. Little hard angle shot. Kept it low. Bobrovsky glued to the ice. Florida gets it out. And gets it deep. Buried in the boards down low. Wins the puck battle, though. Florida controlling in Leaf zone down to the low. Oop, Schmitty getting it back down low behind the net. The puck is just going everywhere, dude. High point shot. Stolarz stops it, drops right in front of him, and he covers it up. I forgot that this is, like I said, really good hockey right now. And but the Rangers and the Wild being 4-4, bunch of penalties, and then after back-to-back penalties for the Rangers, the refs miss a blatant cross check that buried the guy in the boards. So they're going crazy in that game. This game's a lot cleaner. Or at least nothing's getting called, I'll say that. Or not a lot's getting called. Oof, getting dumped. That was Reinhart just fighting in front of the goalie. Florida is, dude, both sides are getting into the zone, getting set, and battling. There hasn't been a whole lot of that all game, but Leafs came out strong in this period, and Florida finally answers, but without getting a goal. Panthers resetting from their zone, heading in. Dumps it deep, all the way around. Getting it up the other side. Leafs are being bullies. Florida's hitting, but the Leafs are being bullies. Peeking up. There's 5 minutes to go in New York. Minnesota break it. Not able to get the puck. Able to get the puck. Yeah, Tavares went to cut in front of Stolarz under pressure, and Reinhart got a stick on it and almost got one of the crazier shots you'd see, or crazier goals you'd see. But not quite. All right, while we're at a commercial break in Toronto, Minnesota heading into the zone. Puts the shot on net. Fairly easy save for... Who's in there? Shesterkin? No. Who? Shesterkin. Why did I was trying to read his nameplate, and as soon as I said it, I'm like, I'm a moron. Hang on. Nope. Apparently, I did read his name badge right. I swear. I'm too stupid for this stuff, man. That's on me. I was like, no, I'm an idiot. That doesn't sound right. And then I went and looked, and it's like, nope, that's 100%. Thought that's who it was, but then when it showed his name played the IN, all I saw was SH and a K at the end. That definitely leads to second guessing. Anyway, Hurricanes got 40 seconds on a power play, so we'll see if they make it 6-1. 5:43 to go in that game. And we are at 4.5 to go in New York. Shots here 37-23 Rangers. For the game we're focused on, shots are 25-20 Panthers with 13:48 to go in the game. And then starting very shortly will be the Avalanche and the Blackhawks, which should be 6-1, but we'll probably be surprised by the end of that game. Honestly, probably not, but we might be. And then 7:30, the Kraken and the Canucks. All right, Florida gets it deep. Stars plays it, but at least they're going to get it out. They have numbers if they hurry. What a move by Nylander. Just broke old boy's ankles hard. Who is that? Balinskis. He just got put on his ass with the move. That was great. I mean, Nylander immediately lost the puck, but still, Marchand wins the race to the loose puck, dumping it down deep, right back up the high wall. They get it out. McMahon all the way up the ice. Into the zone, leaves it down. Puck goes right out of the zone. Matthews has it. Neutral, kicks it back. Stretch pass down low, tips it in. Bobrovsky's going to cover it up. Are the Rangers getting another power play? Good Lord. Now Foligno's in the box for tripping. Minnesota, figure it out, guys. Come on. 4-4 game. You've given them 3 penalties in 7 minutes. Not even, like 5 minutes. Florida's going to ice the puck. We'll get a face-off in front of Bobrovsky. All right, let's see if the Rangers can do anything with the third power play opportunity they're getting. So far, no go. $12:34 to go in the third. Florida's going to get the face-off out of the zone. Stolarz plays it, and Leafs are able to not get it out. Turnover goes into Lindell. I don't know. That's Listerinen and up at the front. But puck goes back the other way. Nye's racing down to the corner, chasing his own pass. Dude, the puck's in the Rangers' end with 50 seconds to go in New York's power play. That's not good. Battle along the boards eventually goes Florida's way. They get the puck out. Quick reset. $30 on the Rangers power play. Florida, who is that? 17. Rodriguez just came busting in. Schmitty whiffs on the shot from the low point. Florida is moving the puck very well. The Minnesota has repeatedly shut down New York's power play. It has been rather impressive this period. Granted, they've needed to kill a lot of them. Florida just not quite able to get puck settled down off the rebounds. Schmitty gets his pass picked. Does a good job to get the puck back, though. Dude, this is a playoff game. Like that, this is playoff energy right now. Honestly, same with New York, Minnesota. But with the physicality, this right here is what I'm excited about. Florida trying to stuff it. It's like I think he stuffed it in, but I think he shoved Stolar's left pad into the net in order to stuff it in. So it's going to be a no goal for goalie interference. It was immediately waved off. Or did, oh, I guess it came off and got under his glove. I thought they were saying, it looked like he was waving it, not saying that it, I don't know. That looked weird to me. I totally misread what was being pointed out. All right, battle. Puck comes along the low wall. Marchand gets high stick by his teammate. He recovers. Oh, quick shot, but goes wide of the net. That was Verhage. Puck stays in. Now it's out. Wow. How? Whoa. Nobody picked him up. He must have just gone for a change. What an incredible stop by Bobrovsky. Great play by the Leafs. He must have just been going, it's like, just come on for a change. Because he was, I had no idea dude was back there. And nobody else did either. Just standing on the blue line for a give and go. Bobrovsky with another great glove save. And then finally he's beaten. Toronto just throwing on a relentless attack. And they are going to go up third. What a great opportunity right there. But Florida just couldn't get it out. They kept making plays on it, but they couldn't get it out. Bob makes a great glove save. And then the puck comes straight out. Who is that? It must have been Mikula. Saw the play happening and tried to move out towards him. Did not work. So 9:09 to go in the third. Shots are 27-24 Florida. But Toronto takes the 2-1 lead. Now in the Toronto zone, battle happening in the corner. Lindell from his knees trying to make things happen. All right. Florida's back in their own zone, resetting. Stolarz plays it behind his net. Battle on the low wall. It gets out, though. Here comes Domi. Does not make the move around Reinhart. Florida from their own zone. Trying to make something happen. All the way up across the red line into the zone. Pure speed. And then who was that? 25. Samoskevich. Just whiffed on the wide open tip. I can't believe he missed that shot. I guarantee you neither can he. Boquist came storming up the high side of the ice, beat everybody, made a great pass all the way across the front of the crease. And Samoskevich just whiffs on the wide open net. All right, we are in overtime in New York. 4-4 against Minnesota. Rangers, sorry. Rangers break into the Minnesota zone, wrap around the back of the net. High point. Ooh, good little quick move, and this is over. And that was just Panarin made a quick move. Whoever that was from Minnesota got over aggressive and just tried to storm at the puck. And he just did like real easy, but a real good quick move. And as he did that, I'm not sure who crashed the net, but he did it perfectly. And that's just a nice, easy tap in. We'll take another look at that real quick. Damn, the Hurricanes have a 5-on-3. I wonder what happened there. I'll have to go back to about 6.5, 7 minutes. Just a real easy tip, man. Trocheck was there. Oh, I forgot. Okay, that's like on the way behind. Feed. Where is it? Is it gonna be a dick for no reason? I missed a great save in the feed. I wanted to see what happened in Carolina for them to get a 5-on-3, but the feed's trash. So let's see. If Mikola could have one-timed it, there was no way Stellars gets back, but he ended up having to settle it, and then he couldn't get it up. Are we, like, seriously not doing phrasing anymore? Leafs win, get it clear, 7.5. Ooh, Florida passed right into Bennett's skate. Who was that? Jones. I should have known that. Verhage goes hard into the wall. That was fun. Shot towards the net. Florida hitting their own guys. Jones pinches in, sends it around. Leafs are going to take it out. Take the high road out. Florida changing. 6:45 to go. Oh, let's full screen this. Hang on. Guys are going hard. Florida gets the tip, and they're headed back the other way. Lindell looking, tries to get it across the middle, and it goes up and out of play. All right, let's see. Man, come on. Why can't I watch these games? Being a real pain in the ass. Huh. Interesting. All right. So we won't worry about Colorado, Chicago. Feed's not coming through anyway. Dude, just everybody's leaning on everybody. Leafs get it at their blue line. Finally get it through neutral. Dump it deep. Everything's a battle right now. Florida gets it up, but a great stick by Tavares. battling. Puck comes out, and Florida has it. They have numbers if they hurry. Nope, Florida goes for a change. Ooh, hard into the boards, but he stays with it. That's Gadjevich. Like I said, the names are not the easiest. All right, Florida resetting. 5:10 to go. Still got a couple minutes to tie it up before they pull Bobrovsky. Which, I mean, when Florida gets set, they do get set, but they have struggled for that. Oh, pass way up ahead. And holy shit, even with him hanging all over him, Toronto goes up 3-1. What a pass. I mean, the cherry picking lately all over the league has been nuts, but you can't say anything when it works. Oh, ref's down on one of the line judges is down on the ice. And McCabe's on a knee, so I wonder did they just smack each other? Schmitty just straight up missed the pass. He had a chance at it, but that was a great pass. And then Mikula was all over him, and Bobrovsky got beat by Nyes, by that backhand of Nyes. It actually hit the post, hit Bobrovsky, and went in. Damn, little bit of puck luck is all you need, man. I wanted to see what happened between McCabe and the ref. Just out of curiosity. Oh, my. It is the time of allergies, and it has been windy as hell the last couple of days. All right. So expect Bobrovsky to be gone about 3 minutes instead of 2. Puck bouncing around. Leafs get it out. Expect Florida to get a little extra aggressive. A lot extra aggressive. Verhaeghe tries to get it over to Forsling. Gets it up the ice. And right into a blue jersey. 4 minutes to go. Leafs out of their zone, dumping it deep into Panthers territory. Hard cut. Ended up being a good decision. A little bit risky. Toronto is just dominating the puck right now. Oh, here comes Florida. Tried to get a shot, but a good stick just took it right off of the Florida stick. No, dude, shots are not getting through to Stolars, and when they do, he is seeing them. 3:20. So as soon as Florida can get some control, expect Bobrovsky to go and expect a pretty quick empty netter from Toronto. And that was a good shot. Oh, is that going to be a trip? It is going to be a trip. That changes things just a little. It'd be a lot better if it was still 2-1 instead of 3-1. However, we are getting a Florida power play with 3 minutes to go. So you're saying there's a chance. Plug the old phone in. So again, tomorrow, 7 o'clock, Golden Knights against Winnipeg at home. And then the Lightning play Ottawa at 4. So depending on how the day goes, I may pop on for a doubleheader, but we'll see. Uh-oh. New trailer for South Park. I am all in on season 27 of South Park. They done some stuff. They've been weak on stuff. They've done a couple things that have been like but a lot of it has been great. And that trailer is like, okay, you got my attention. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, the line judge is circling around looking at the puck, trying to pick it up, and the guy is trying to go celebrate with his team, and they just smacked into each other. Ref just got hit, head to the body on that one. All right. So Florida's power play is 0 for 1 with one shot. They need a big goal here. Bennett, right off the rip, puts it off Stolarz. Gets it to the center. Good challenge. Bennett over pursued just a little bit. That was a good job by whoever that was. Boquist up high. Oh, that was Reinhardt. And Reinhardt scores. Man, I was too busy trying to figure out the name when he just buried that shot. Like I said, it would have been a lot better if they were still only down 1. But it's just low dot right to the center. Right to the center between the dots. He just skates right in. There's a perfect screen of let's see, Matthews, somebody else, and Lindell. So McCabe and Matthews were a perfect screen, as well as Lindell being in there. And yeah, Reinhardt just buried that bitch. But so now, give it about 30 seconds. So probably the first time Florida is able to control in the Toronto zone, or it looks like it's going to go that way. Bobrovsky is coming out. He might already be leaving for the bench. He is. He is. He left a little late from the sounds of it. Puck just bouncing around, but Florida has it set up in Toronto's zone. Gets up to the point. He's going to try and chuck it down low. Get it across. And the puck goes straight up out of play. All Jones had to do was get it across the point. He had space. There was just room to breathe. Oh, well. Minute 55. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try that again. Minute 55 to go in the third. Hang on. They're showing the goal update. So, minute 55 to go in the third. Shots are 30 to 26 Florida. Florida taking a quick timeout. They've got Bobrovsky on the bench, the extra attacker on. and the face-off in the Maple Leaf zone. So we've seen crazier things happen, but will we see this happen? That is the question. Oh, dude, everything hurts. Very sore today. All right, here we go. 22 even on the faceoffs one. Oh, a hard hit. Buried. I think that's McCabe into the corner. But he gets back up and he's ready to go. Florida gets the shot on it. It's off the outside of the net as Stellaris locks down the post. Up on the point, down to the low dot. Lindell, down low, doesn't connect on the pass to Bennett. Back up to the low point. Bennett shoots, tipped wide. From his stomach, he clears the puck. And that is an icing by about a foot and a half. Makes a great play. Looked like he got tripped to me. But then just whacks at the puck. Gets it clear. It's Marner. Oh, no trip. No trip. Just a great play by Marner. He got pressed along the boards and fell down. And it was a little more than that, but you get my drift. But did a good job to get it cleared. And like I said, a foot and a half too far. Florida wins the face-off. Puck out in front, bouncing around. Leafs get it, can't get it out. Puck high up in the air. They avoid the hand pass, but it is going to be an icing. 51 seconds. You know what? Toronto's doing a really good job of nothing matters. Get the puck out of the zone. Like, if we got to face off again, we face off again. We're not worried about it. A lot of prayers happening in Toronto at the moment. I think that's still allowed up there. Florida wins the face-off again. Reinhart. Jones gets it down low to Bennett. Reinhart, Bennett, low point. Looking. Shoots. Goes high. I don't know who it hit or tipped or not, but it ends up high. Florida still has it. Bennett. Verhaeghe gets it at the low dot, tries to shoot it. Bennett just got dumped late. 20 seconds. Florida just keeps attacking and shooting the puck, and it ends up out of play. Guys are getting dumped left and right. Bennett just dumped the shit out of Tavares. Bodies are flying all over the place. Guys are smacking the living hell out of each other. What a great game this has been. So close, Lindell, so close to having the tip right there. Face off. Florida battles for the puck. He keeps it in. Barely keeps it in. 8 seconds. Get a shot on net. Get a shot on net. And they went for the sharp angle. Lindell's up at the top of the low dot, just waiting for that pass with a straight shot look. And they just, nope, they force it down low. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Toronto Maple Leafs smashing out the Florida Panthers after a fantastic game. 1-1 for a long time. 2-1, immediately 3-1. Just very bad. Unfortunate, no good, downright dirty sloppiness. Nah. Toronto played very well. Florida played very well. Again, it means Toronto's. I mean, I want to say we're in a point where the call it a who's line point where they don't really matter. Yeah, Maple Leafs are Panthers are number 3. Okay. I thought, for some reason, the Panthers were lower down than that. Okay, so no, when I was saying it was very much playoff style hockey, I did not realize just how accurate that description was. But all right, good hockey right there. A lot of fun. Tomorrow, possible doubleheader. We'll have to see. If it is a doubleheader, it'll be 4 o'clock. Lightning versus Ottawa in Ottawa. But no matter what, 7 o'clock, Winnipeg at the Fortress against the Golden Knights. We will be here. So appreciate everybody stopping by. See you guys tomorrow.